Yeah, so I'm currently at a holiday house. I work weekends only at the moment. Yeah, so full story. I don't think my boss knows about this YouTube channel, so I can just post exactly how I did it. So I used to work in a 9 to 5 job for $35 an hour Australian, which is like 27 US at Tinsy. And I did it's Tinsy because I did the work of well, it's Tinsy anyway, but I did the work of a patent attorney. Yeah, so for example, I tested it, and one day I billed like $8,000 for my only my work to the client was billed $8,000, and I got paid like 200. It's like 150 after tax or something like that. Australian dollars, 150 Australian dollars for $8,000 billed to the client. And it was because I was paid an hourly. Yeah, so what I did, it's like super dodgy, but it's the only way out in my opinion. You have to create like a scarcity in an evil person's head of your work. So before it was like that was my only job and I didn't have any other options. But now, so it's like a psychological thing. So what I did was kind of like, I faked having another job in like a software company in Richmond. So I said I had this software company in the city that I'm doing 9 to 5, but now I can do consulting work for you. Like my dad is my last boss, or who I'm working for, the only boss I have. Like, but in this fake thing I set up, it's a bit confusing. So I have a fake job in the city at the moment, where I work 9 to 5 weekdays, and then I work for my dad over the weekends for consulting work. And I charged so we could renegotiate the pay structure because not because it was a change in fairness or because consulting should be paid higher, just because I had another job, so there was a scarcity of my work, if that makes sense. So this is why I got a higher pay. It's it's obviously evil. Like the boss, my dad, who's the boss. Yeah, he's like a maniacal shit fuck. But he said, um, yeah, we can renegotiate because I have another. It's also like my family's like so freaking screwed up. Like into sex, not with me, but with like other family members and cousins, and they all like have sex together, and it's like insanely disgusting. And I was raped as a kid, and they're all like good Christians, and no one knows about it. And like I kind of came out with it, like just me, no one else. And then, yeah, anyway, I kind of digress, but I got, yeah, anyway, moving on. So 9 to 5 work. So I renegotiate. It's more it's like a personal story because it's so specific to me, but it might work for others. So I, probably not actually. In Yeah, it's such a risky life you have to live to do this to get a fair pay. So what I did, I renegotiated my pay rate to be a percentage of the profits because now I've got a job, so I can work for you on the side if you want, but just give me, a percentage of the profits, like 30% or something like that of the money you bill to the client. Like that should be fine. Yeah. So now instead of working like for $27 an hour, I actually work at full speed, and I'm making like $900 an hour. Yes. So I went from 30, well, yeah, 27 US to like 500 US an hour. 500 because I had created a scarcity in my work. It's so fucking stupid. Like it's just ridiculous. Um. Anyway, yeah, probably shouldn't swear. I can't get like ad revenue for this. Then. Um. Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so I'm getting paid like for 3 hours a week on the weekends doing consulting work for my dad. I do the same amount of work I would in a week, so I get paid similar quantity. Like I get paid 1.5 to 2,000 Australian a week. Actually, it's like double what I was getting paid to be honest when I was working there, like a part time job. Um, yeah. So I work like a few hours on the weekends. The rest of the day I'm like going to Boost or um, this is like my parents' holiday house. I'm squatting here at the moment. Yeah, my parents are like maniacal gargoyles. They're like horrific people. Yeah, so they bought this house after reducing my wage um, from $40 to $35 when I was bringing like $8,000 a day. When I kind of like I tested it out a few days, like I would see how much I really brought in. It was 8,000. Yeah, so I got here. They don't know I'm here, but yeah, free rent. I can't actually rent because my credit score is so low. But back to the point. Yeah, so I kind of beat the system. I'm earning a fair wage for my work done. I mean, it's not really fair because lawyer work's just stupid. Like they charge like whatever they want. It's yeah, it's how the world works. It's just so dumb. They just charge what they think the client will pay for it. So it's absolutely nothing to do with the time they spent on it or anything. It's what they think the client will think is like they will pay. So they charge like $12,000 for a PCT application. It takes them like 2 minutes to submit because it's like a big step in the process. So they just figure they'll charge like insane amounts of money for no reason. Um, yeah, so that's the work I do. Not that thing. Like I never do PCT applications because, like anyone, a monkey could do it. You just like, it's literally just like an online application. You just post and then they charge the client like $12,000 for it. Um, yeah, so that's the work I do. Not that I do like provisional specification writing and examination report handling. So it's creating the patent basically, and then the steps along the way to get it like accepted basically. I hate the patent system, but you know you got to do some sort of evil job in the world. Like there's nothing that I know of that's like a good job that's like fair in the world. There's nothing. Maybe if you owned your own business and you sold your own products or something like that, it might be fair. Or like you're a boat manufacturer or something like that, and you just sold boats to people, and you got like $500 an hour for that after you sold the boats. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, that's my life now. So I work weekends only. I go to shopping centers during the week. I lounge around here, squatting, and yeah, I kind of beat the system. It's like I'm on a precipice though. Like I could fall off at any time, and it all falls apart. So I'm trying to store up money at the moment to prepare for that when it inevitably comes crashing down. Anyway, yeah, that's my life at the moment.